Hello everybody, Martin here, back with another vintage match. Playing Doomsday. Made a couple of changes, mostly going back to lists that similar to what I played originally. So only I think noteworthy thing here in the main deck is that I've gone from 4 down to 3 probes, which might seem a bit quaint, but even though we do have the opportunity to kill with tendrils, I don't think we really need all the probes. I'd be willing to consider going down to 2 even. I think most of the time we win with Gush. We gush into the Doomsday pile and we have Gush set up in the Doomsday pile. So, but anyways, I'm trying that out. Got the Fast Bond, Merchant Scroll, all 4 Gushes. Sideboard, I'm really gunning for workshops here with these cards here, and then the Dredge Hate, and yeah. So not too much about that, but let's jump into the match because our opponent is at the ready. Let me just set this up the way I like it. Wow, okay, triple Doomsday. Don't think we can keep this. Yeah, I mean, that for a hand that is this awkward is actually not too bad because we can Vamp Tutor and we have Misstep to protect it, but we're on the draw. I think I'm going to mulligan. Yeah, this is much better. Forced to protect ourselves. We can Duress. We get to Scry. I think we keep the Misstep. Alright. Let's see. Okay, Mox Pearl. Let that resolve. Okay, Oath. So I suppose we have to force this. And hope they don't have force back. Otherwise, we are likely dead. If they have force to, they just add the nuts. Okay, they didn't. So, well, let's get in there with our spirit token. And let's play out the, oops, let's play out the Sapphire. And then we'll Duress, and if they misstep it, we'll misstep back. They're thinking, okay. Well, that's a pretty great hand. Okay, so there's a Will, there's a Jace, there's a Brainstorm, and a Recall. So I think what we need to do here is take the Recall and then misstep the Brainstorm. If they find a Lotus, then we're pretty much boned by leaving them with the Recall. But that, like, Lotus opens up both Jace and Will. So I don't think taking either one is really going to stop us from dying. But right now they have Pearl and Orchard. They can't just afford to keep giving us dudes. And by taking the Recall and leaving the Brainstorm, they'll give us a dude. When they cast Brainstorm, we'll misstep that. So the question is, when we misstep, do we pay life and pretend to represent having Flusterstorm? Or do we just pay mana and signal we don't have the Flusterstorm? I think we pay life, actually. Ooh, well, we're going to misstep that instead. I think that might actually be better than the Brainstorm here. What do we get? Land. Not very exciting. So that was a pretty good top deck for them, the Preordain. I don't think these two spirits are going to get us all the way there, so... Okay, so they brainstorm. Let's hope they brick. So their hand is Yogwill, Jace the Mind Sculptor, and whatever brainstorm draws them. Although I guess we can't really know, because brainstorm lets them shuffle away stuff or put stuff back at least. It's weird just how big of a difference it makes to be in a format with 4 brainstorms or with 1 brainstorm. And they found a fetch land. That's not good. So they'll potentially get to just go nuts next turn. I guess even this turn maybe. If they found like Lotus, I think Lotus is clutch here. Lotus just lets them probably win. Well, top is good. Top is good for sure. So they can will next turn, replay the Delta, and if nothing else, just recall. That doesn't seem like the best thing to do. Depending on what they find here with this Ponder, they can do some nasty stuff. So we have to kind of hope to draw into like Force of Will or Flusterstorm. Well, there's the Force. We don't have anything to pitch, but we'll pitch the Stark Ritual. How about that? So just hope they keep giving us guys and that are countering whatever like their next play is going to be enough. Probably isn't. Yeah, I don't feel too good in this spot. Guess they're looking main phase. Interesting. Ah, shoot. Yeah, there's no point in countering this. So what, Lotus? No, another Orchard. Double blue, dig through time? Sure. I mean, we are getting a lot of dudes. So I think the best thing we can hope for again is like another counterspell or like Duress, I guess. Or you know, like Time Walk wouldn't be Time Walk puts them at 1. But 1 is not none. But if they plan to win through Oath, then it is none, because they'll need to pass the turn. So I think actually both orchards are off for them now, right? Because we beat them down to 6. And if they want to use an orchard next turn to play Oath, then we still get the turn. And can attack them, and they'll have given us a 6th guy. Oh, that's really good. And they say they should have cast Dig on our turn. Yep. Well, drawing the Force there was pretty sweet. That should give us... Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to assume. But I'm not sure what their outs are here. Like winning through a huge Yogwill. Do they have like tendrils? Okay, we're gonna let that resolve, and then we're gonna... I guess they could have balance. This could be like a vamp for balance. That will still give us 1 guy. No, it won't. The orchard trigger will resolve before balance and resolves. But I mean, hopefully they don't also have like a misstep. Time Walk. I think this is where we Dark Ritual and Force. Do they have the misstep? Fetch out C to not show that we have the green splash, because who knows, might matter. They have Fluster. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, we'll see. This might be enough. We are hellbent, so we might as well just F6. Okay, they concede. Sweet. So, okay, so I feel like got away with something there. So what do we want here? We probably don't even want a whole lot. We want the Nature's Claim to claim an oath, but I think that's pretty much it. Is there something? Oh, I guess we also want the second duress. Would be kind of nice. Maybe we can ditch the Mystical Tutor and the Vamp and try and be more controlling. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be the control deck here. Probably not, actually. They're the ones sitting on Jace, and we both have like inevitability in our decks, but yeah. So, cool stuff. Let's see. Let's see what we see. I think we keep this. It's very reactive, but I don't think that's bad here. Wow, okay. They don't have any follow-up play. Drawing another land, that's bad. So I think we preordain, even though that sort of takes us off double force. We still have force misstep. If they misstep, we misstep back. Because we kind of need this preordain to resolve, preferably because our hand is so bad. And I guess we bottom the land and draw the misstep. So kind of back where we came from. So what are they up to? Demonic Tutor? With like double blue backup? Okay, well, hope they go for a recall. Yeah, they do. Let's misstep that. Okay, well, Flusterstorm resolves, and then we force their recall. That leaves us with nothing but lands. But I still think it's correct. Come on, something. Or I can draw another land. Well, sure, Time Vault. Yeah, gosh, it's something. Sensei's Top is also something. Let's fetch. Let's get a trop. Yogg-Will is actually not that fantastic right now, but could be pretty sweet. So I wonder what they're sitting on. Obviously it isn't lands or moxing, and so I guess maybe more counter stuff, or like fat creatures they can't cast. Mana Crypt, sure. Oh, paradoxical outcome? That's pretty cool. I think we have to gush in response here. And hope to hit like Flusterstorm. We don't, we hit another gush. So what, they'll get to draw 4 cards with this, but I don't think we can really afford to go down to, like, to have no lands in play, just in the off chance of hitting a counter spell. So I think we have to let this happen, unfortunately. Man, if that pond would have been, even just been like a brainstorm, that would have been sweet. So they drew Jet. And what, Dotsies? Sure. Probably they'll take Will. Hard to say though. So Oath and Paradoxical outcome. Cool. Okay, they took Ponder. Interesting. Time, yeah. What, top? Keep tapping your mana even though you have 3 blue floating. I guess maybe they have dig through time? And if that was the case, I think I would have saved the Sensei's top activation. Save the mana for that. Okay. Yeah, they had a land drop, that makes sense. Now what? Didn't they just look? Oh, sorry, it's the second top. Never mind. But now they're looking again. Okay. Yeah, we lose her mana. Come on. Misstep. Can we allow them to untap? They only have 2 cards in hand, but we have Misstep for like key. So I think we have to sort of, I don't like gushing and then like hoping to find something and then Yawgmoth's Will. Okay, they lost the flip. So I think at least I want to wait another turn. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have waited. Another paradoxical outcome, I guess. Oh, okay, Tezzeret. So wait, he gets the stuff into play, right? Search for library for an artifact card, put it onto the battlefield. Okay, so if he resolves, we lose, because then they just get we'll take key. So let's try and gush again and hope to hit force. It's basically force or bust here. They might have found another fluster, in which case it's no good. They dig through time response. That can't be good. I feel like we have lost this one. I'm not really sure what I should be doing for sideboarding. Okay, but the gush resolves, but we find nothing, so let's concede. Okay, I thought I conceded. I didn't. But let's just see our opponent find the key. Just okay. He untaps. Oh yeah, never mind. You don't need to find key with Tezzeret. You just have infinite untaps. So never mind. I'm a doofus. Right. So maybe the spell bomb isn't the worst thing just to shut off their delve spells, but that probably isn't good enough. Maybe we want like Hercule's recall. But again, I think the paradoxical outcome, I think that's part of the casting cost. So we can't even like bounce their stuff in response to stop them from drawing cards. I think I might want one of the top deck tutors back in lieu of the time walk. Yeah, and let's just hope this is good enough. I think we should have sort of a decent matchup here. Yeah, sure, this works. We can turn one Duress and then untap Vamp Tutor for Fast Bond and then have Gush. So this is a pretty decent hand. And they mulligan to 6, and they keep. I think we can even actually afford to turn one to Brainstorm off the Sapphire. And if that gets misstepped, then that's a misstep they aren't using on Vamp Tutor or the Fast Bond. Okay. Okay, so they have Mox Pearl, Mox Opal, Preordain, and a Misty Rainforest, because we're taking the Thoughtseize. Alright, let's hope the Preordain doesn't get them a misstep, or their draw step doesn't get them a misstep, I guess. Or something even better. Yeah, sure, Opal. Opal needs a third artifact, right? Ah, and they drew a Sol Ring. Lovely. Okay, they're hellbent for a few moments. They bottom top, so. Alright, can't stop that. So them playing the Petal makes me worry that they have like a Flusterstorm. Okay, well, if they do, they decide not to use it on this Vamp. Let's Gush first. Okay, that's not too bad. So Fast Bond. And so we have 5 in the yard. So we can't really cruise this turn. And keep Flusterstorm open. But I mean, they didn't counter the Vampiric Tutor. They didn't counter the Gush. They didn't counter the Fast Bond. So they for sure do not have a mental misstep. That would have been snapped off. I feel like they don't have a Flusterstorm because they would have used it on the Vamp. So I think I actually like cruising. Sweet. So we have Force Misstep and then next turn untap Duress. That does mean we don't really have a lot of... Wait, what? Oh, okay, they are targeting. So we have to force this. And I think we pitched the misstep to have Flusterstorm next turn. If they have Mana Drain here, we just lose big time. Okay, sweet, they don't. So let's hope we're able to nab something good from them here. Misstep. So if we fluster here, they obviously can't pay. So either they're sitting on a money card or their only relevant card is the misstep. And the last card is like a land. Did they play a land last turn? Let's see. I'm in turn 3. Turn 2, greeny weeny. Paradoxical outcome. Okay, so they didn't play a land last turn, so I'm guessing they don't have a land. So I feel okay flustering this misstep, and hopefully, hopefully their last card is worth taking. Yeah, sweet. I mean, we would have been able to just fluster that, I guess, but there you go. But now we're in like top deck mode, which isn't super great for us. Doomsday, which we can't cast due to not having the third black. I would Doomsday there if I had the third black. Oh no. Okay, well, they top decked better than us. So I guess they get Yogwill here. I'm not really sure what else. I guess they could get like Tezzeret and then go find Key Vault. They just go for the greed play. That, well, I mean, that's pretty good. They get to draw 4 cards. But that seems like, I guess they could be fearing what I'm holding, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, so there's Time Vault. So that's one of the 4 cards they drew. And that's another one. So they've drawn a lot of mana. So the last card that I don't know about is the last card they drew. Wow, we're breaking hard. Well, guess so are they. So I think we have to keep Probe in hand for now as a pitch to force. Have they? Nope, they haven't drawn anything. Labman? Do I actually play out Labman? I guess I don't hate that actually. It's unlikely they would have removal, and it would have to be Plow or something else at Exiles to matter. If they do have removal though, then that makes Doomsday a super scary proposition. Okay, Top's a good card for them. I guess the Labman isn't like a very probable avenue to victory as a beatdown stick. Well, that was pretty good. I think, though, we wait until we have another draw spell or blue card, which is inevitably going to be the same, but so that we can Dark Ritual Doomsday, have force to back up, and a way to draw the first card. Yep, look again. How many paradoxical outcomes? 3 in the yard. Okay, Tolarian Academy, that is a lot of mana. Well, that wasn't what we were asking for. I don't think we're supposed to do anything here because nothing really changed. We could probe now that we have Hardcast Force mana, but probing now just seems like a waste because we want to either be able to probe into the top of our Doomsday pile or have probe to pitch to Force when we do go for Doomsday. End of turn Paradoxical outcome. Nope. Let me just auto yield to this stupid thing. We have to get somewhere now, and I'm worried about all the stuff that might be in their hand. Reactive stuff. What is this? Mana Crypt. Okay. Well. Draw. Okay. This is interesting. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, Tezzeret the Seeker. So we're either dead or we're not. We're going to force this way in case they have Flush the Storm, because if they do, then we can pay. But it looks like they have a force of their own. They're hard casting. Yeah, so we're dead. Or actually, hang on, they have the Mana Crypt. Can they kill artifacts here? So artifacts you control become artifact creatures with base power 5 and toughness 5 and 5 until end of turn. So they just need to plus him once on tap, and then they can swing for like 2, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So yeah, we can. I was just thinking maybe we could hope for Mana Crypt to kill them, but we can't. So it's all over. Too bad. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. I hope you enjoyed watching. I think those were some fun games. And I'll be back with some more Doomsday.